What path lies before me? What's hiding here? Private word would be nice.
Or in toys with us where she could destroy us. Whatever her motivation.
I'd be delighted. Those are wonderful.
Oh, I have the magic touch. I venture forth. I was supposed to sacrifice myself to stop the Absolute. Yeah, I don't think the hell... I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with... As luck would have it, we'll soon...
Never wanted the easy path.
Lovely day, this. For now. Adventure awaits.
Kitty! You wish to consult me? Your party is full.
Walk in death.
Refugees. They attacked a child.
Can I come on?
Not shocked.
The child was...
What do you get out of
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big... Refugees can't stay here in Remington.
Back off and return to your home.
Welcome. You see to peruse the special goods, I take it.
File a report. And I'm sure...
I'm not asking for much, just a teensy investment to get me started.
The boy's ready.
What's the rush, sir?
I've barely enough coppers left to eat, let alone buy papers to enter the city. I could pawn my ring.
This whole situation stinks.
Blood and no blacksmith. Not good.
Gildra, how can I help you? Yes. He's usually the first one in, but he's not shown up today. And his stories. Do you know him? He's not creepy. He's dedicated. Of course. Gildro's finest.
Want to dance? I hope this is important. For your sake. Don't burn yourself. Do we have a target?
Come.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Fist will start.
Saddle up.
I don't...
A librarian does this thing with her whip where you honour festivals and hurt their asses. Besides, I'm
Why don't I
Did
buy
you
your
get
folks
their
a gift?
gyrometics?
Maybe something from the Velveteen Elixir.
Let the man
Potion?
That watcher
How good is that?
lying.
Xanthalon's dancing axe.
offer half a safe house to hear a mission. Not this again.
Rain appears to be resisting its masters. It's acting of its own will.
If you have business to conclude before we march, have it done. The road to Bo and the city needs us.
fabulous, Sendel. Cursed. It's perfect for a show.
I would. This armor. No. He needed
Welcome to Danthilon's dance.
Greetings, sir. How may I be of service? Harper's. I'm afraid I serve at more chance. No, I don't know any, Jahira. I knew it. I knew she wasn't fine, yes. You have the right place. But where's the leaf flicker? She wouldn't have revealed this place otherwise. Here's the key. The others are below. Always.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Short father. Right, Sommy. You're on the door till our friends are done.
We're shopping for a suit. Dinner with my parents, remember?
You are not Jahira. I was hoping to greet the High Harper beneath Salona's tears.
You have the lad a little nervous. You're the one toppled Ketherick out in the Shadowlands, no?
Strike, strike, strike! Before the doppelgangers do! Bloody doppelgangers!
Morse, cut!
Want to do it? Under their noses.
On your command.
How long do the effects last?
It depends on the person.
concentrate.
Ready for battle.
In position.
More orange doppelgangers. How many has she brought to Bal's side?
Darling, it's very
Thank you. I'm alive. You're the one High Harper Jaheira sent. Oh, the other, but they were the one.
Rashomar, a native of Rashomar.
Just tell her this. I can't.
Moving in. What's up for discussion?
If you have business to conclude, the road to Bal and the city needs us. If you have business to conclude, the road and the city needs us. If you have business, the road and the city needs us. You're amply with the abs. There's a Harper's safe house in Worm. Beyond that, our course is yours to set.
Aw, why?
So Bal's chosen is a Orin. She spoke to you in a rather... Exactly. But Orin, he's more predator than Paul. Tell the Lordling that Orin is watching. Seems that Orin knows the hunt. Until we know who the false facers are, and I was so... tell me.
Your ruined brain lurches and bilious intestines squirm. A hero, an enemy most foul.
Whatever blow to the head has addled your thoughts, take comfort. You and Minsk is an old friend, and the last time I saw him, I left him to die. There always is. Before it was, I had a choice. Stay and let word of this, but it has not been yours. The bet.
Maybe it'll bring us closer.
Shapeshifters in the Harpers. My dad always admired.
You know, I'm up for it, but your party's a little full. Let's hop.
Let's have a look. Dreaming red.
Let's go to Calm's guards. She has the most.
Did you see how far that watch? Tried to climb up one, you madman!
What? By the Morden Salmon's curlies went on, of course. Clear out then. I'm guessing I have some tidying to do before the steel watch. I've had enough dealings with Harpers to know I don't want the answers. Go on.
Actually, invented
Yes, darling, it's very Leather-like.
No, he merely offered patronage. Gondians built seem to take. You're absolutely sure?
It'll make you feel better.
Exactly.
Here we go.
Pleasure isn't just physical, it's a state of mind.
Doesn't make any sense.
Oh.
My hand alone for company.
Welcome to the caress, an oasis.
They enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it.
The absolutes are isolated. They won't care about What you don't thinking?
Ah, here. You haven't even gone inside yet.
I'm not going inside. Make the Forgotten Prince's closest sword. You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire.
You must.
And
whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room. Once you...
I'm glad you came. Not to my door. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
Wouldn't that be exquisite? I'm afraid the tadpole is still...
Huh. What's the catch?
I'd ask you to be patient, but you've been patient enough. Now is the time. I'll admit, you've impressed me. But no matter how far you come, at best, you have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. I can give you the means to break him. The Orphic Hammer, an artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus, is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Surely you realize there is an
There it is. Of course.
You really do think highly of yourself. I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. Better to have it in my hands and far from your precious world than in the hands of the god. Then you will die, along with every other soul in this city. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Carsus created it. That was the great age of humanity. I was there the day it all... And men, Carsus's folly, I knew that.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away. So much power and potential. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then, they brought the crown back into play. Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles, but they'll be... If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes...
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus... And if you take that, he claims his ambition is to unite the hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust...
I won't stop you. If you see reason, I'll be here.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael, of course. The stench of it. And what did he want with you? Giving a devil what he wants sounds like a brilliant idea. And what did he offer you in return for bringing it to him? I am glad you had the sense to turn him down. Anything that threatens our... So I ask you again. What were the terms of the deal he offered you? I see.
You feel the touch of the Emperor's mind peeling at the edge of yours, trying to gain access.
That is...
You feel its presence withdrawing.
I shall respect your privacy on this, but know that if you have jeopardized our mutual project, now come.
Doesn't make any sense.
I put it on especially for you.
Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir. I did not come this far for you to turn your back on the First Mother's son. And yet it seems I have no choice but to trust. There is but one prism, and you find a way to retrieve the... I will assemble his remaining honor guard and plant together. We will yet... He will his tick. I will wait in the underground. Seek me when you have the hammer in hand. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander, but he will see reason. I promise you. A devil of Raphael's stature does not simply make camp. He will have made a sanctuary for himself. He must keep the... Every house has an entrance, Istik. Even those in the hells. You must.
You are wasting your time. And mine.
That human boy.
I put it on especially for you.
It has plenty of spare.
That'll make a great headline.
We loved Father Logan as you did. We would never have...
The crying one weeps today. Our Father Logan is dead. Murdered.
I have all the evidence I need.
You don't even have the murder weapon.
Details, details.
Look, investigator. Brilgor might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing...
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered your... The evidence speaks for itself.
Shitey little elephant. Oh, thank you. Investigator Valeria thinks it's a murder. Feel free to look around the temple. But fair warning, the investigator won't change her mind without significant... I really hope...
The urges are calling on you again, aren't they? I knew you had some nasty habits, but it's probably more Baldurian parents scare their children with stories. I thought your kind was extinct. So, How are you feeling? Keen to reconnect with your family? Already, you know, though I don't look a day over 100, I was alive in Baldur's Gate when I was barely aware of it. Rather thrilling. I get to watch the bloodshed firsthand. I felt very unfashionable. Well, obviously I would. But you have so... Well, then... Don't touch me.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Here lies Sister Shira Clarwin, date of birth unknown, died 1491 DR.
Darling Shira, faithful to the crying god, long didst I wait, only to find thine empty flesh. Gone, thou might be, alas. Honored Shira, swear I did to shed this foul mania. Who now shall bear? Oh, shall it be thou? Thou shalt know the extent of Shah's mania, but at what cost? Who might say?
The monk himself holds your answer. Tasha's hideous laughter is a powerful skill, but earning it may come at the cost of wisdom.
Well, if laugh I must, let our alliance end on a laugh.
Put him up.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Your command.
Shall we dance? go.
Let's cook with fire, baby.
What now?
Let's spill some blood.
Bye forever, pal.
My victims await.
This flesh cannot contain me. No, I, no me. Tell us where I be.
Yes?
Blood comes easy these days.
Unleash me.
Lila Lurl.
Eternally cursed then, I... No. Morning Lord, I call to thee.
I hate it had to end like this. A torturous fate by any measure. How much farther can I go? Let's see what this does.
Advancing.
careful, I bite.
Never a dull moment. Moving ahead. I'll give it a shot. All right, time to skulk about.
Keep your blade close. Not a sound. A little chicanery.
Why does Dolor get all the funds? Ah, a weapon. My sweet. A sharper one than Dolor. He spends too much time with his prey. He's going to get us caught.
Dolor is an artist. You do well.
Well, what now, sir? We go check his place?
Perhaps. We'll take one more look here. Then to the flop house.
What a charmer. Rat feet.
Wonder if the gods are watching me. Don't mind if I do.
Go for a good meal. Go on.
Speak quickly, quiet as a cloaker. Sweet dreams.
Let's go. Good idea, Warlock. Hey, good looking. Hello. My gods, this is sick. How's torso? Gods, it's awful.
Breathe deep and move. What's in here? What's that? So much blood. Must be where Father Lorgan was slaughtered.
Caress is caress.
Me.
making me sweat.
There can be no respite.
Looking ahead. Very well. Let's move. If not over, then through.
If a patron
Someone there.
confuses me for a member of staff,
Wretched thing, pull
Probably
yourself
break
together.
his nose. Good boy.
At the ready.
why does World Crossing have so few lodgings?
Many victims for Cazador.
In places like this, but
Kind of
Flophouse. It has plenty of spare beds.
Here goes nothing.
We can burn a ton of people and pray none of them have sticky fingers. We'd be better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of iniquity.
Sharess's caress isn't for just Dar was right to perform and
Candlekeep.
Maybe even half, my love.
Oh, I'm sure he
I'm
has
here.
plans.
I won't let
I wouldn't
anything
dare
happen.
guess at them.
We should go. I do not want to face the Master if we're late for his Black Mass.
Soon, sister. I only need one more mark.
We have enough for the Master. No more are needed.
It's not for the Master, it's for me. I want someone there, ready for me. And once the Mass is done, and our Lord grants us...
Cazador promised you your freedom. And you were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion!
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, Dal.
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free.
Isn't it obvious, sister? He wants to ascend with the rest of us. He heard about the ritual and the power our Master will grant us, so he came back with his tail between his legs, hoping all would be forgiven.
You always were an idiot, Petras. Why does Cazador need me? What is he planning?
Brother! Please!
You heard them. Tell me what I need to know. Now!
The Master is preparing the Black Mass beneath his palace. There's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time. The Black Mass. It will be his triumph. He'll complete the ritual and emerge the vampire ascendant. He'll walk in the sun. He'll be free of the hunger. Best of all, we'll join him. His loyal servants walking... You can't... We deserve this, Astarion. Can't you see? We've given him everything. And you will be with us when the time comes. It's fate. Written.
Yes. And they'll be trembling in fear when they tell him. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do... Still, though, a living vampire. Who wouldn't be interested? Freedom from the hunger. Freedom to live a... And if I were to ascend instead of him, freedom from Cazador, once and for all. Well, it might be. I have to know. I have to face him. Then we'll deal with it. It can't be worse than everything else we've faced. And now we know he's skulking beneath. All right, let's go. Over here.
Let's hope for gold.
Let's crack crack it open.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Lorgan's name's written here too. With haste. Blood near the bed.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source. A body.
What now?
What to do? Can't slow down.
The key to my art is that.
Look at me. You need only look at you. I put it on especially for you.
Another case closed. Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left. Why must you busybodies insist? You remind me of Devella. A Baal. Devella's been harping on about Baal for. I assume. Fine. I'll bite. What? No need to wave documents at me. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wave. Oh, and you'll. Well? What?
I want to.
It's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
Confuses
Like
me.
very interesting thing.
Set your worries at ease.
The stitch. What I wouldn't give to meet the Gondian who invented the steel watch.
Actually, it's very
Invented the steel watch?
leather-like.
No, he merely offered patronage. The Gondians built the steel watch.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day. Valeria? Well, I'm not messing about with a murder inquiry for damn sure. Straight ahead across the bridge. A blind ogre couldn't...
Already feeling better.
Our very own vampires, the missing port. Now, how about we go and reverse Cazador's fortunes? I met her twice. The first time I was aboard chest, the second, even a stroke.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice.
I couldn't say. My father was tadpoled. Stelmane is dead. These murders aren't random acts. Sorry, but there's no room. Let's make.
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished. Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another.
Greetings, old friend. Orin told me you were on your way here. Welcome back. Allow me to form.
Shouldn't have any more trouble.
The audience chamber.
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A decade ago, Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Balduran? As long as Gortash is in charge. Step 1. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it to make this city a safe haven. We'll need to bathe Gortash.
Lord Gortash is expecting
Every
you.
duke's just the same as the last.
Please make
Sticking
your...
up.
If it isn't little Will, straight to your handler. And I didn't even have...
Mizora, I've had enough. You...
Feeling cheeky, are we? Most heard about your father. The Absolute. He's upstairs in Worms. A splendid party, I hear.
Kinspeople, Baldurians, friends, thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
It's him. Gortash. This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
My father's here, Karlach. Cool your fires. He must not come to harm.
So we bide our time. But make no mistake, that
A moment, please, my friends. An old acquaintance.
My respects! You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my boot up your...
My favorite assassin.
Hang on, what? You know each other?
We have important matters to address. My reunion with Karlach can wait. Oh, I'd forgotten. Your memories are quite lost, aren't they? Orin told me she'd made a fool of you. To think you and Karlach traveled together all this time and she hadn't the faintest you were one of my nearest and dearest. Let me clear up some mysteries then. It's about time. You and I initiated this plot. We discussed in depth the failures of our We understood that if we were to unite, no one could stand. So, unite we did. First, we obtained the crown. Then we enslaved the brain. From there, it was but a small step to the most successful religious hoax ever perpetrated.
It seems...
In Baal's name, you set your bloody daggers to cause panic in the streets. Killing in the You would have carried out that part of the plan, had Orin. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorn. In such circumstances, people crave strong. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power. The faithful will do anything in the name of their god.
It was all going so well, until you vanished. Orin informed us that henceforth she would speak for the Temple of Baal and act on their behalf.
But she made a mess.
Hang on. What the fuck is going on here?
Have you gone soft? I find that hard to believe. One's true nature always rises to... When Ketheric fell, I feared the worst. Now you've returned. We can achieve all of our dreams. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps... I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. A prism... Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire. A bleak prospect. Together, we can still restore authority over the brain. Ousting Orin and helping you reclaim your birthright would be my greatest. With Ketheric felled, Orin proves treacherous. She craves the Netherstones for her own. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. You've met her assassins. Efficient killers, by all accounts. I know you survived previous... Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know. She's tricked you, but she's targeted me as well. I'm well protected. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city, so I turn to the Scion of Baal. You are his dear lady. He created you to rule. Let's make our pact anew. A divine... Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings.
And...
The urge, the deplorably brutal urge sickens within you. When you let... But first you will rule.
What do you say?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve a...
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation.
An imposter?
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly. Or any alike, even horror has a home. Find the Baal Temple, you're old. Do you even remember how to... A shame. It's a secret. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies. Before you do, come and witness, as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. Then we proceed. The patriarchs await. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the steel watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come.
So there you have it. Lord, what did you make of him? Not if I get to him first. How could all these people cheer for him like that? Can't they see what a chancer he is? And they expect these big men. If only they knew the truth. I wish this city...
Let's see.
Every Duke's just the same as the last, sticking up for each other.
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure...
I've had enough, Mizora. What?
For your attention, little pup. Nothing more. And you'll be glad to give it. You see, Gortash has had your father. I'm just an impartial observer. This is Gortash's game. A murderous one. The way...
Shit.
Your dad's good as dead, pup. And to think, there's no way.
You know something.
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if...
Miss Zora. I'd take anything she says with a...
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning? Certainly not. But she's as inevitable as Torril's path. We'll have answers soon enough. Mazora's gone to camp. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been floating.
By order of Lord Gortash, all livestock admitted to the city must be surrendered. All livestock is now property of the Ducal Council for the duration of the ongoing emergency. Failure result in
They should all
imprisonment
be running.
and, if necessary, more severe punishment.